Well, this is look at my eyes and the light.
Dude, what did you do? What did you do? You changed it again. All right, Jesus Christ. Hi, everybody. Yes, that's perfect.
That's good.
God.
We're doing this just for video.
Yeah.
The lights are in my eyes. They're shining. I got to put the lights higher.
Oh my God. All right.
That?
Yeah, great. You're live, Jimmy. Here we go.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Jimmy Palumbo Show. That's right. I got to keep my head in a certain way. Like
oh my God. How about you talking to the mic too while you're at it? That's a good idea.
Well, I should bring the mic more in.
Yeah, a little bit. I know. I think last week. I think your
last
sister,
week the mic. I did the show like
this. Your sister was like, "Jimmy, your face, Jimmy, you're covering it." Oh man, what a day! What a start!
What a start to this fine day here. I just got to keep my head tilted like
no,
this.
You fucking don't. What do you do? Just talk.
Because when you do this, look at the shit in the eyeglasses. You don't
take your glasses off. Just put your glasses on when you got to do a read or something. Holy shit! Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Once again.
By the way, I'm going to show this to the viewing audience only because I was able to grab it. By the way, in case you were wondering how we prep for shows and Jimmy builds sets, this is what we have here. Jimmy is literally hanging his setup as we're prepping for a show, as he's trying to his ass is just right there in your face. He's trying to hang the poster, and that is where we're at. Oh
my God. Well, tech be damned. I don't even know. I guess
you're fine, man. You're fine. It's
I'm
a lot.
Good?
Yes,
I'm good.
Yes.
Okay.
As you crank your neck, you're like, "You sure about that?"
This is just one of those. Jimmy's eyeglasses want to talk it over. Tyson Hogan.
Oh man.
All right. Well, show number 253, which means number 53, Harry Carson. Which, those of you scoring at home, the fact that Harry Carson's jersey is not retired at the stupid MetLife air conditioner is ridiculous. You know why? First of all, Sims and Strahan are retired, and Eli. Okay.
How many? Is that just 3 or is there more?
No, there's a bunch. But
there's a bunch, right?
Years ago. And like Sims, I think Carson deserves it over Sims. You know why? Because Carson was there earlier than Sims when they really sucked. And then he ended up leaving when they were very good. They were the best team in the league. So I think he represents a guy. Plus, he was a Pro Bowler. He was during when the Steelers were good and all those linebackers, Bill Berge on the Eagles and Lambert. Carson was just as good as all those guys. I don't know why his number's not retired. Makes me sick. Anyway,
I'm gonna clip that up and tag Bob Papa and see if we can make things happen in 2026.
I thought some kind of organizational thing. Oh well, I don't know. Anyway, then you got Zach Britton, Ron Davis from the Yankees, Ken Holtzman, did he just drove off the road? Dave Pagan, shitty pitcher from the 80s. Nice. And of course, Big Don Drysdale, Dodgers. And then you got number 53 on the Giants, Brandon Short. That's a joke. But of course, Darius Musow, who's actually their starting linebacker now. I called Venditti. I said, Venditti, he's actually decent. He goes, yeah, he's been starting for 2 years, so he's actually a decent player. Why is he wearing?
The fact that you have to ask him though, like.
I don't know the players' names.
Oh, don't get me started. We had Javonte Williams, and he had a fantastic year, Javonte. But like when he came on board and he wore 33, I was like, dude, you can't.
You mean to tell me Dorsett's numbers not retired? You guys don't
no numbers are retired. We just do the unspoken don't do it rule. Like, and people have done 33 more than anything else. I've never seen 22. I've never seen 8. I've never seen 12.
Staubach and Tony Dorsett. That's about it for me. Everybody else.
But I'm saying, like those numbers. I've seen, bro. Ready? You're a Rutgers guy. You sip your Rutgers mug. Ready? Who wore 33 back in 2007 when I worked for the Giants? Nate Jones, cornerback.
Nate Jones. That's what my
3 though. I'm like, what are you doing? I mean, he's not a running back, so. But
my daughter's name is Natalie Jones, and so my brother calls her Nate Jones, which is so funny. Yeah. Now for Dallas, you got Big Bob Brunig. That's for your dad right there. Mark Stepnowski. Then you got Jeff Bostic and Randy Gradishar. Love that name. Romanowski. There's like 8 Romanowskis.
Like
And of
Bill?
course, NBA, yeah, Bill Romanowski.
That's with
Uh,
eight fingers at the bottom of piles. I love that guy.
the plus, of course, and this was picked up by fan of the year, Tyson Hogan, or
Who's that?
co-fan of the year,
Oh.
Artist Gilmore,
Artist
NBA guy.
Gilmore.
That was a guy when I was
Wow.
younger.
That's a
That
deep
is
dive.
So funny. That's Artist Gilmore Day here, Che. But of course, that is it. The show number 253. Now, of course, I was scrambling to get my studio in order. And I have no idea what I did. Oh, this is hysterical. What did I do with the gun? Oh, here it is. I'm a mess today. I'm sorry.
Hey, so for anybody who wants to do a podcast and do it better than Jimmy, you can come on down to Chop Studios in Matawan. You can rent some space and hang out and do some podcasting together.
Maybe one of these weeks I'm going to go down there and do it.
Oh, yeah, no. He's only been saying that for 252 episodes.
Oh, but then you got to go to the studio. You'll be changing the mics. You'll fucking.
We'll sit at the fucking desk and we'll do it like a sports show. Like that's what we'll do. We'll just sit that'll be fucking fun.
All right. Well, maybe we'll do that next week.
Oh, okay.
On a very special guest.
Yeah.
But of course, the baseball card segment of the program, big time player here, Greg Norton.
No, don't know him.
No,
nope.
You don't know him.
Oh,
why you don't know him? Because he's a perfect guy for my show. You know why? Because nobody really cares about this young fella. Here's a guy who did pretty much nothing, and he played 13 years in the league. 249 batting average, only 90 home runs, 338 RBIs. Played all the positions: second base, third base, first base, pinch hit. He's
what we call utility player.
Utility player, that's right. Played with the White Sox, Colorado, Detroit, Tampa Bay, Seattle, and Atlanta. 2006 was his best year. Batted 296 for the Tampa Bay. I don't know what the hell they were called back then.
Double Rays.
He was a classic, traded to the Braves for a player to be named later. You gotta love that.
There's got to be. Oh my god! Like there's got to be a podcast out there from a guy you were victim to that like maybe more than one or two times. You got to have a podcast like player to be named later. Like
right.
that's your shtick. It's a market for it.
Or you just interview only the player that was named later.
Right. To me, there's a market for that. I'm sorry.
Now, of course, he was a very good pinch hitter. He led the league in pinch hits and RBIs from a pinch hitter for a couple of years. And he coached the Marlins in their system, and then he coached over at Auburn. His kid got drafted a couple of years ago. But of course, I'm always looking for that one thing that is like, what is something crazy or horrible about this young fella who's 53 years old today? And it turns out when he was 17, his father strangled his wife and his life sentence in jail.
Perfect.
So, you imagine that? You have a kid in high school. Mm-hmm. He was probably batting 706 in high school.
Only legends bat 706.
With 150 RBIs in 12 games, okay? And all of a sudden you come home, Dad? Ma? What the fuck?
Jesus Christ. Uncle Frank?
Uncle Frank, hello?
Is this a joke? Hey, speaking of children ball players, did you hear or see what the Yankees did a couple days ago?
No.
So I don't know what the rules are when it comes to like international players, right? They signed a kid for $7.5 million the other day. Like almost like we have the rights to you. He's Venezuelan. He's 13 years old. Knocking the fucking snot out of the ball at 13.
And so $7.5 million and
like $600,000.
He can't play for 5 more years.
I don't know if that's how good you are and you're scouted out. I guess there's no limits. Like this guy's crushing balls in Venezuela.
You can't. First of all, Venezuela, is that one of those countries that? First of all, couple any country that has a player, you got to have a government.
He's 13. No, he's 35.
Yeah, I know. That's another thing. He'll be 35.
That's hilarious. And 12. He's got documentation.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying. Anyway, I read that yesterday.
That is crazy.
Holy shit!
That's too young. That money. Yeah, that money's going to go to him. Put it in a 529 for your college education in case you want to go to Providence College at $80,000 a year. So that's Greg Norton.
That sounds like venting to me.
Of course, that brings us to our fine Patreon.
Mhm.
I did not hear from Sam Grasso Day here, Jay.
What a punk.
Hey Sam, I know you got 11 kids trying to get them all to Middlesex County College, but hey, the bottom line is
Middlesex
$3 a
County.
month.
No. They're spread throughout the country, brother.
I know,
They're everywhere.
I know.
Like, how many kids you got? 6.
Sam,
how old are they? They're all in college.
Oh God, Sam's just dying to be part of the show. So I put him in there. But I got to give a shout out to Neil Goldhaber, my Kappa Sig friend from and we had a season ticket package for the Knicks back in 1986.
Wow.
And when the classic from the blue seats, by the way, when you sit in the upper deck at the Garden, don't go to an NBA game. Just go to the bar. Tell your buddy you took the ticket, because everybody looks like they look like little people out there. And of course, there was a young guy from Chicago playing against the Knicks. Knicks won easily. The scorer, he was like Michael Jordan was his name. He just threw up. And there I am sitting there with probably 4 beers deep. Let this guy Jordan, he's just a slasher. I was so wrong. I wish I would, if they had because that's what he was. He was not the Jordan like we thought. Like he was like a guy like the Knicks won a game. He probably scored like 100. I got to look that up, that game, so I can figure out how many he had. But yeah, Neil Goldhaber, and of course Lisa Lupo, and of course Katie Clark, Daryl Clark's.
Oh, I thought you said Caitlin Clark. I'm like, wow, she listens.
No, it's not. I forget everybody's wife's name. So it's Katie Clark, part of the Clark family of Patreon people here.
The Clark dynasty.
The Tysons and the Hogans. So that's it. Patreon. We're still at 56. We need a Byron Hunt. 57. Venditti
now, all right. So
off the road.
Sidebar, just because you sparked it, and I know it's good content when I think about it out loud.
Okay.
So you obviously watched Michael Jordan play basketball live.
Oh yeah.
And you've watched Lawrence Taylor play football live. Right? Like
yes.
that. You are probably one of few, and I'm not saying this is not a general thing. I'm just saying, like, I'm saying, how many like people can say they saw the greatest of all time in their sport live, but across the board? Like, I'm not talking like you saw LT and Jordan, but imagine seeing like you saw LT, Jordan, Babe Ruth, but you're younger, but or Mantle or and then you go to hockey. Like,
I would say that's a good question. So you're saying who the best athletes I've ever seen live would definitely be, I would say it would have to be LT number one, Jordan, obviously for basketball. You want to put Patrick Ewing in there? I don't know about that.
We're Knicks fans.
I'm trying to think of when I was younger.
Baseball. Live. Like, what's your earliest baseball memory?
It would have to be your Reggie.
Okay.
I went to a playoff game in 70. I went to a playoff game in 77.
Okay.
When they lost to the Kansas City Royals, and Big John Mayberry hit 2 home runs off the mezzanine blue, like the mezzanine thing, that it dented it.
Oh, shit. And that was there forever.
And that dent stayed there. I remember telling my father, Dad, see that dent? He goes, yeah, I remember that. And then he hit another one. Yankees lost like 6-1. But I got out of school early. But I'm trying to think. Reggie, but is Reggie? I guess so. That's a good question. Who have you seen live that is up there?
All right, well, you watch Jeter play. I mean, he's
I guess you can say Jeter.
People will argue the fuck out of that. I'm not even that came out too wrong.
No,
I saw Ken Griffey Jr. play, so that's he's up there. I think Barry Bonds.
You know what? I think I went to a Laker game. No, I didn't see LeBron.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like with me,
no, I didn't see LeBron.
I've seen. To me, I've seen Emmett, right? Because I was a young kid. I was like 10. Right. So I saw Emmett Smith play football. I watched Derek Jeter play baseball, Ken Griffey Jr. I saw Cal Ripken.
I watched Staubach.
All right. So I'm just saying, like, it's kind of because a lot of people, been watching
Tom Brady.
I watched Tom Brady. You know what? I was on the in fact, I have a picture. It's one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken myself.
You should put it right
so when the Patriots when the Patriots beat the Giants in the final game in the regular season in 2007, remember to go 16-0.
Yes,
right.
I was there.
I was on the field working right with Venditti. So, but as soon as like the crowd came in, I against all rules because I'm only supposed to go to certain places. But I was like, fuck this! They just went 16-0. So I bum rushed the field.
What a shitty intern you must.
No, that's why I wasn't hired. But I ran to the 50, right to the 50-yard line, and I'm talking 10 feet away from Adam Schefter interviewing Tom Brady, and I took a picture real quick, and I have that picture. Like,
there you go.
Say they were on the field for 16-0. I mean, yeah, we all know how it ended.
And then, of course, every time. Well, we're gonna get to the NFL. So that would be it. I would say Brady, LT, and Jordan from the blue seats.
I'm just curious.
That's interesting. I never thought. That's my brother saw Mantle. My brother saw Mantle in like '69, his last year when he wasn't any good anymore, and he hit 2 home runs in a game. They sat in the upper
Well, if your
deck.
brother saw Mantle, then I'm assuming he saw Jordan. No,
He
at
might
some
not
point?
have seen Jordan.
Oh, okay.
My brother didn't got kids going. Whatever.
I didn't go to enough basketball games. I'm very disappointed in myself.
First of all, if you don't get tickets for the NBA now,
yeah, well, that's another story.
$500. Forget.
You ready for this? Back
I'm
in 2000.
dying to see. I'm dying to see though.
Shit,
Carl Anthony Towns live.
Listen,
What's funny? I saw him play in high school, and I've told this story on the air before. I kept on looking at my brother, going, "Which one's Carl Anthony Towns?" There was a point guard. There was a point guard on Del Martin that was lighting it up. I was like, "Who's this guy, Carl Anthony Towns?"
I'm telling you, the best part is when I was I forget what year it was. But I always look at Knicks fans now, they're like, "Oh, I'm so happy." I'm like, "Well, look, you're only allowed to enjoy this if you were around for the atrocious Knicks teams." I got invited as a guest. Don't ask me how, and I don't remember why. I was the invited VIP guest for Langston Galloway. He was a point guard for the Knicks when they sucked, and they're awful. I don't know why I got it, but I know I had court access after the game. So that was cool. I was 10 feet away from Walt Clyde Frazier, shit. I was like, "Oh, this is great." But I was like, "Wait, I'm a VIP guest. I am in the last row of the Garden right now." How is that so possible?
Bad. The old Garden, the Blues, that was horrible.
Exactly. Look
him up. You know what? I went to a Knick game with my cousin John and Deej with Toronto, played Toronto, and we were all fired up. For some reason, we thought the Knicks were better than they were. Of course, we were younger, we were drinking and all that stuff. But I just remember, the only thing I remember is it was the Knicks were tied with 9 minutes to go, but they lost by 18. Toronto just, you know what I mean? All right, I went down by 6. We get a 3-pointer. All of a sudden it's 9, and then it's hey, we're getting blown out.
I can hear your voice. Let's pull away now. Let's pull away.
Who leaves an NBA game with 3 minutes to go? That's how bad the Knicks were. We're oh my God. But of course, speaking of which, it's time to chase more miracles. That's right, chasingmiracles.com here from the Omni. What's the matter with me? Stem cell patches out the wazoo. Shit your body needs. Give a shout to Tommy and Donna. Go to chasingmiracles.com. They got all kinds of things there that you need for your life, patches and other things, and drinks and all that Dave Sturcio stuff, which you get at the Vitamin Shop. Go check it out. That he takes. You know what you want?
Dave Sturcio stuff. Listen to you, man.
The box says when you buy something, the box says take 2 a day, and you're like, "Oh, great, I can take 6 a day." That's the Dave Sturcio.
Do not exceed recommended dosage. We're well, challenge accepted.
Oh, there we go.
Pre-workout? Who needs 350 milligrams when you can have 500? Let's do it.
Such a jerk off. As I flip through my shit
serum. Well, that also made my kids, Tyson.
Oh my God. Well, on a sad note,
got him.
Of course, there's always a sad note.
Of course, yeah. Oh, great. So we're gonna go from nutritional shit to sad notes. But go ahead.
On a sad note, I looked at my checking account today. Of course,
I'm not getting paid this week.
Of course, I get the Venmo from Dave without the
I fucking sent you a bunch of shit on Friday,
but the Venmo came first.
Of course, it came first. I got because sometimes I forget.
I need the good stuff to go.
All right,
and of course, the way you word the text to me before the Venmo bill comes in is you word it like it's, you don't know, are we doing good? Or we suck? Where are we?
Well, all right, first of all,
this is up, but that is down.
You also have to listen. I run your socials to post on socials for clips and try to grow your brand a little bit. But Jimmy, I'm telling you right now, man, I am not your fucking secretary. Can you please answer your DMs? Because you got I sent you one yesterday. You got comedy clubs looking to book you. And I'm like,
I did DM him.
okay, I'm just making sure because I'm like,
Okay.
I was like, when's this from? Last Wednesday. And I'm like,
Oh
Jesus
shit!
Christ.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, why come I don't get a notification when I get a
Oh,
DM?
notifications. How about you just check your fucking
No,
social media?
no, because that's how you become like, I don't know. You do that, you become a fruitcake or something. Going on Instagram. That's all you do. See, you live. What parent your kids, hug your child. You're on Instagram. Check it out.
No, guys, you all heard that, right? You all heard that because if you heard that on this show, there will be no posts this week, and it'll just be me sending them. Hey, get me my money because I did the show.
I can't wait till your kids are on Instagram. And,
no.
How old? You said they're not getting phones till they're 35. Yeah, good.
Well, Stella came up to me the other day and she's like, "My friend has this phone," and I'm like,
Yeah.
So then she shows me, or at least I find out what it is. It's a legitimate, like it's a toy phone with no communication to the outside world, and I'm like, okay, maybe, but you got to earn that shit, right? Like if she wants a little handheld device, and I'm like, all right, well, Dave, me, I had like a Game Boy at this point, like. If it's got educational shit on it, great. But I don't want you fucking interacting with anybody, because Daddy will bounce. Go ahead.
It's over. First of all, you had this big saying no to your kids. That's not you. You're screwed. You know it. You're screwed. And then you're gonna give. Oh, well, you use one of my old phones. Oh my God.
Change to. They're making their own phones out of paper now. Daddy, I have a phone. Okay, make a call.
Yeah, that's good training to keep.
Ready for this? Oh my God, ready for this? Last night. Yeah, last night. I'm watching. No, 2 nights ago, and watching the football game. I told Stella she's able to stay up to the game because we made our picks or whatever. And I was like, well, you're already called. School's called off, so like you can stay up a little.
By the way, who won the picks?
Fucking my wife.
Oh, what a
It's brutal.
loser.
It's brutal.
She should bring the
She
hammer
is walking
down.
around the house like Conor fucking McGregor now. She's like, I told
you
I know my shit. I'm like,
I
went 0-2. The only reason why, now here's the thing.
Who won? Did Miles win?
Miles and Stella both went 1-1. Right. So one apiece.
Last?
Dead last. The reason why is because I picked one per kid. So like I wanted to root with Miles on one game. I wanted to root with Stella on one game. I just picked the wrong fucking games.
Is that the story?
That's the story. I'm sticking to that, man.
And your wife just said, while I'm decorating someone's house, I'm just gonna get the right picks and go do it.
Well, like I said, so speaking of the phones, I'm letting her watch the game, and you know, Steph comes down, she's like, all right, it's getting kind of late, but Stella's disappeared now. She puts the blanket over her head, like, oh, she's hiding because she doesn't want to go upstairs. We take the blanket off, and she's on my wife's phone, scrolling through pictures. I'm like, whoa! I said you can stay and watch the game. I didn't say you.
First of all, you just revealed. First of all, this is why I'm superior to you in every way. You revealed.
You're 20 years older.
Number one, you're supposed to be like this football guru. And you came in 3rd place in your own house.
4th, if you really
4th place, okay? And then you just went on a whole rant. No phones.
She stole the damn thing. It was
watching. Dude, it's a matter of hours before your daughter gets hours. You know it's gonna be. Well, she has to contact her. I went through it. I lost. We all get beat.
I'm not losing this battle.
Okay,
I'm not.
She's already on the phone now.
It's not her. She stole it from her to scroll and do all the bunch. You know, she's looking at pictures of our cousins.
Well, before we get to that, I wanted to really bring up my sad note.
Oh, I thought the sad note was the checking account.
No, that is a sad note here, Jay. But I want to give a shout out to an old buddy of mine who passed away, and the story got worse. This guy named Lou Carbonell. I used to see him all the time in New York City, voiceover auditions, on-camera auditions. He was such a nice guy, very like calm, even keeled, had a different like sense of humor than I did. It was very like a one-liner. We just would chat for hours at different auditions, and he was like 6 years younger than me. He got in a car accident down in South Carolina, but like bad with it. 17-year-old driver was getting out. That makes me sick. My daughter's 17. And like his car burst into flame. Oh my God. Just a shit story. He was such a nice guy. The shout outs from people I haven't heard from in 20 years. Everyone's like, no way. So shout out to Lou Carbon. He was on Law and Order, SVU for like 8 or 9 episodes, played a character. And he was on a bunch of TV shows and a lot of voiceover shit too. Just a really nice guy. We lost touch in the last 10, 15 years because the world changed. And just a good shout out to Lou and any of his family out there that are suffering, and also friends as well that I know. So,
Mm.
all right. Well, the NFL. Now it snowed Sunday, so all I did was drink and watch football.
Same.
I think this might be your take on it too. I love when there's snow or the wind. It looks like the frozen tundra. This was different. This game, I thought. And listen, I don't like the Pats, so you know that. But I have been saying Pats are the only team that completely demoralized the Giants. No one beat the Giants. The Giants got beat by the Patriots this year worse than they have in 5 years. Bold statement. They got smoked. Not on an offensive 60-yard. They got like punched in the face, picked back up, punched them again. But the Patriots are a good team. But the second half, the wind, the snow, nobody. Matter of fact, I think there was less than 180 yards total in the second half.
Well,
nobody could do any, and it wasn't like, oh, we're gonna run it down. No, they had to. You couldn't see.
Yeah, look, there's wind.
It ruined the game. The game.
There's winter football when it's just like it looks like a snow globe, right? But the field's still manageable. But it's like, it's winds are swirling and this, that, and the third. This was not only like unplayable, right? Because it's not really making any big plays. But now you're asking a backup quarterback who hasn't played in 3 years to go make plays in the worst conditions of all time.
Do it.
The recipe was done. It was as soon as that snow started hitting and piling up on the field, I'm like, oh, this game is wrapped.
I knew it was even worse when that running back, I think it was on the Patriots, when he slipped. Running backs don't slip like that. Like it was like it looked like he was like getting out of his car at ShopRite. He fell on the ice. And I was watching the game like, now again, I was rooting against the Pats. I was.
Same.
But I realized, oh my God, this quarterback really stinks. And I'm like, but the game, like it was awful. It was just, and then of course they missed a field goal. And
everybody missed a field goal.
He missed the field goal again, but it wasn't because of the wind. The guy got his pinky on it. But I thought the game it just ruined it for me. But you know what? Listen. I thought Drake Maye didn't have a good game either, but
no. Well, that's the thing, man. Drake Maye has played a fantastic year of football. He's played really, really lights out. He's probably, if I had to guess, he's probably going to win MVP over Matt Stafford. That's my gut, right? I don't know if it's true or not. Whatever. Either one deserve it, right? But like, we had Robert Griffin III go out there on Twitter, and I said, "What are we talking about?" Like, he's like, Drake Maye. Look at the path. Look at the defenses Drake Maye had to beat to get to the Super Bowl. This is unheard of. And I'm like, can you fucking check a stat line before you tweet? Like, he didn't do shit against the Broncos. Not a damn thing. So don't tell me that's the reason why.
He looked like an aging Peyton Manning.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, come on, guys. Let's get
back. And also, and listen, again, coaches getting cute. Time management. I think you got to go up 10-0 to take the field goal, especially you didn't get it on third down, 3rd and 4.
I kind of thought that too, especially with that
you know
situation.
What?
Yeah.
But the other way to look at it is if they score a touchdown there, they probably win the game. Because Patriots didn't do anything either. But but what I hated most about the game wasn't. We could talk about field goals. We could talk about Drake Maye. The weather, in a very uncool way, ruined. Like there I am. I'm sitting in snow here. And I have a drink in my hand. I just wanted to watch, like it wasn't. It was the weather. I don't recall a game where the weather, as a viewer with no skin in the game, I could care less who won the game, really. Where the game was ruined by weather and it ruined my
how about my
viewership?
How about this? If you think about it, speaking of the Patriots, if everybody remembers the Tuck rule. That was unbearable weather. Like that snow was like 4 inches deep.
I barely remember that game.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like everybody talks about the Tuck rule, but nobody talks about the fact that the game was atrocious because of the weather.
Yeah, but
so
wasn't
just
snow, was it windy and the
I don't know. I just remember the snow just being all over.
And here's another thing. Yeah, okay. The NFL coaches. The NFL coaches. NFL coaches know if someone in section 306 farts in the third quarter. Okay, they know it's on video. They're editing it now. Okay, was anybody on the Broncos when they got down there third down? Said, hey, coach, just to let you know, it's like 35 degrees now, but it's going to be 15 degrees with 40-mile-an-hour winds and about 3 inches of snow. Did anybody like, coach? Sorry, I'm just an intern, Dave Sergio here. It's going to be horrific in the second half. Take the points. It's
Well,
almost
Romo
like,
said that on the broadcast. He said he's called a million games already by now. He goes, he doesn't remember any games specifically with this big of
right,
implications of the weather changing so drastically
right.
all game.
And I
Like
know they got those.
you can manage that shit in the first quarter, but when you look at the
Right.
fourth quarter, you can't do nothing.
You can't do nothing. It was horrible. So that was that. Patriots are good. Shout, you got to give it to them.
Yeah, I guess.
Rams Seahawks was just one of those wild games.
My tweet, I said, if we can just have Rams Seahawks every week for the rest of time, I'd be
Right.
okay with that. That'd be cool.
I would like see, but I'm older. Like I think if the '86 Giants were in that game, they would have won 31-0. Nobody, no defense. It was a terrible.
What do you want? All right, first of all, Jimmy, now you're talking out of both
touch-
sides of your mouth because now you can't make any plays in the first game.
No,
you hate that, but
can't
now
even-
you
the
make too many
defense,
plays in the
Swiss
second game.
cheese. First of all, somebody make a stop for Christ. Anyway, but it was a great game. I was just sitting there in between at halftime shoveling snow. And
You didn't do the logical thing and wait till the next morning so it's heavier like I did.
yeah, you still. I know. We're going to get to snow in a minute.
Okay.
But listen, they won the. Listen, Seahawks won the game. If you think about it, and probably on the NFL stinks list, I don't know. Probably the two best teams really are playing in the Super Bowl. You can make that argument. In terms of the record and season.
Well, record, yeah, but season. I always looked at the Patriots like they were just kind of dog walking some shit teams, but they won that when they absolutely needed to win it, they won it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I mean, record-wise, it's not. I think it's a good matchup. Hopefully, the weather.
Sam Darnold, guys. Sam
fucking
Darnold.
I got to talk about this. I'm not a Jets fan. I don't hate the Jets though. I just,
you know me,
right? But man, if you're a Jet fan, man, this is pain because you got your ex-quarterback and the team you hate the most. It's like you can't. Who do you root? You root. You know what?
You root for Darnold. You do because it's not his fault. It's not his fault. They shipped him out of there and said, "We give up on you. You suck." And then that's the end of Darnold.
Yes. At the end, it'd be like me. If it's Cowboys, the Giants playing the Cowboys, I root for the Giants.
Think about what I got to do. DeMarcus Lawrence, 10 years with the Cowboys. No Super Bowl appearances. 1 year with the Seahawks. He's being talked about as one of the best defensive players in the game. I'm like, God help me. This is horrible.
But I will be rooting for the Seahawks. Why?
Same.
Because my brother-in-law, Steve, is a huge Seahawk fan. Has been since Zorn and Largent days when we didn't even get to. You had to fight. You didn't get a score on a Seahawk game till Wednesday morning. They did win on Sunday. So
shout out to Justin Hines, Coach Hines, coming from Woodbridge High School, who is on the defensive line staff for the Seahawks. He's going to the Super Bowl. Woodbridge High School alum.
There you go. I didn't know that. That's very cool. I probably taught him.
You probably did.
Hines, I definitely know who he was.
They nicknamed him Bus. He was a bigger football player.
When did he graduate?
I'm pretty sure he was like 2 years after me. So 2004, 5, maybe.
No,
you were done.
Please, I'm already. I had.
You're in the league already.
I had leather helmets with a single bar going across.
I think that's the year. I'm not sure.
But of course, but you know what? I'm such a jerk off. I was a substitute teacher at Woodbridge High School from 92 to 95. People are grandparents now that went there coaching the NFL. I'm an asshole. I wasn't thinking that. Of course, on the normal situation, Rutgers hoops rolling along. Stench. This team stinks. I can't even. And you know what? They got an easy game tonight. They got to play Tom Izzo and Michigan State.
You see the crowd for that one? That's gonna be good.
We are now. Did you hear about this? And I wish I don't even know what okay. This is a segment where I don't really know what I'm talking about. So Rutgers and a few other teams decided to have some kind of giveaway card thing, anime, Japanese cards. Did you hear about this?
No.
So people you got a card, which obviously
who's giving cards out where? What's happening?
At the Rutgers game.
Basketball
last week, yeah.
Okay, so it's like what, like a Pokemon card or some shit
in that arena. Okay, the place was packed. People just went in. And they were like, people were bumping everybody online because they didn't want to run out like giveaway day, like bat day.
Oh, is that why I saw a picture of the line outside? And it was like 1 degree outside too. And I'm like,
1 degree, and fans just got the card and then circled back and left. How funny is that? They just wanted the card. And I'm thinking to myself,
what card is that?
Jerk off. It's some kind of, I don't even know what it is. Please, it's not
It's
my
not like an NFT or some shit, right? It's something that we
No,
don't
it's
know.
one of those stupid things. You can't get them. And if you get a lucky one, it's worth money. I don't know.
But at a Rutgers game?
5 or 6 teams are involved with the promo.
Okay.
Rutgers did it because you had to buy a ticket to the game. And it's so
Tyson, look that up. Tyson's just a associate producer.
No, it was just, Tyson, get on that. But I heard people on wheelchairs were getting pushed around.
Oh,
and
Jesus
it was all, and I'm thinking to
Christ.
myself, and then someone said, and I said to myself, wait a minute, it's actually a great promotion because you get to get the card and then you get to turn around and leave without watching the game because that's the miserable part of the evening when you have to sit and watch them get smoked.
They should give it away at halftime, right?
No.
So make you fucking sit there and watch it for a half.
You know what I think they should do? I think they should deliver the card to your dorm room during the game. So as a humanitarian gift, you have to buy a ticket, but please, I would put it, please buy the ticket, but do not come and watch this. We will deliver that card right to your, makes me sick.
Hey, speaking of Rutgers, did you hear about their little financial troubles?
Well, yeah. Listen, we're only down $500 million since we joined the Big Ten.
Jump change.
And Phil Mushnick is going to have a field day on that tomorrow, probably. But I actually talked to my brother about this. They do weird stuff with, like, you can write an article on Rutgers and money and make them look real bad, but it's a little weird how all that works. It just looks like we're losing $78 million a year. And we're down.
Well, does that mean we're spending more than we're making? That makes sense, right?
Yeah, but some of the spending is like coaches' salaries, which you have to keep.
Shiano's half of that, right?
Yeah. And so what is this now?
All right, so here we go. This is the
One
giveaway.
Piece Monkey. Do you know what that is?
Not a fucking clue. One Piece Monkey D Luffy U.S. college basketball promo card.
I have
not the slightest clue of what that is.
Me neither.
All I know is old, or I don't know. I'll ask Gucci. He's in the card world. Like, I have no idea.
But
what's up, Josh?
What the hell is this? Oh yeah, so
Shiano is the highest paid public official in New Jersey. Did you know that?
Well, most head coaches in college.
Oh my God!
Nobody makes more than the head coach of the football team in any state.
It's just insane to me. Think about what we need in these states, in this world, in this country, right? And they're like, you know who makes the most money? The football coach. Like, and don't get me wrong. Listen, I'll root that forever, but I just what?
You gotta listen though. You got to understand though. The Big Ten just signed with a hedge fund for $2 billion. So like, coaches deserve to get a little cut of that. So do the kids.
Oh yeah. By the way, I posted that clip about how I think there should be a cap on spending with NIL, and it was great. One comment came in and said the guy in the hat, he probably wants slavery to come back too. I'm like, what? I replied to him. I was like, all right, point on the doll where they touched you and hurt you, because what the fuck are you talking about? Like, all I said was like, hey, let's limits, not pay the kids. I'm talking about just limits. Right. It's all good. But modern day slavery is kind of my forte now. So what the fuck
do you know there was an office in Ramsey that was like the office to eliminate world slavery or something like that? I swear to God, on the outside of the building. And I thought to myself, honey, I got to go to ShopRite. I got to get the food. I'm going to stop by Ramsey Liquors, get some booze. And you know what? I'm just going to stop by, see if I can end slavery worldwide. I'll be back by 5 o'clock.
And you know what? The next week on the podcast, like, what'd you do over the weekend? Well, let me tell you. Jimmy Palumbo, ended slavery. What the fuck?
I was going to get gas, and then I said, you know what? Let me see if I can end world slavery really quick. And I thought to myself, what? For years, I wanted to be the guy in charge of what businesses are allowed to open up in your town. And you just go like, some guy comes in, hey, I'm looking to end slavery. Okay. What kind of square footage do you need?
Just give him the fucking corner office already. I don't know what to fucking do with this guy.
God. Anyway.
I was finally that guy, by the way, well, we'll get to the snow in a minute, because I got some thoughts.
We can listen. I know your favorite basketball team, the New York Knickerbockers. I was so right. The worst firing in the history of New York sports.
You're going to stay on this?
Tom Thibodeau gets fired. Now
It's a
Carl
false
Anthony Towns
thing.
stinks. Now
It's a
Carl
false
Anthony Towns stinks. Abolition Day. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Tyson for 3. Got it.
Tyson, come on the show.
Yeah.
Be part of the show. So you know what? Why don't Tyson? You know what? Maybe if we're away traveling, Tyson can do the show. We don't do anything.
100% agree with that. Like
he knows the rhythm of it now. He should.
We got Tyson and Josh and all the people that tune in live. You guys can just take over one day. That's fine.
You know what? If Darryl Clark and Tyson Hogan can't do this show, that's embarrassing. You know what I mean? I mean, you pay for the damn thing, so why don't you do it yourself? But we had Darryl. We didn't have Tyson on, did we? We had Darryl on. No, we have them both on, right?
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Tyson, for him not remembering these things. We've had Tyson on twice. We've never had Darryl Clark on.
Oh, Daryl's not on.
Daryl, yeah. I know it's the Tysons and the Hogans, but we've not had Darryl Clark on.
Okay. I knew that. I just forgot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, listen, again, Thibodeau gets fired, and we got Mike Brown. Oh, we got Mike Brown. Now everybody stinks. Brunson can't guard anybody because they don't coach defense. And Carl Anthony Towns, dude, he sucked. Dude, you realize he only plays 11 minutes a game, healthy as a clam. I don't understand what is going on. This guy, he's the most overrated player in the world.
I mean, look, I'm not about to sit there and tell you that Cat's having this great year. But let's also keep in mind that
he doesn't play.
They also, for this season and this season alone, they have set the record for largest margin of victory in their franchise history by beating the brakes off the Nets last week. And that was embarrassing. The Nets should just dethrone themselves and say, you know what? We'll probably
time out. Though.
You know what? I guarantee the New York Liberty will give the fucking Brooklyn Nets a run.
That's not fair. I talked to Chris Gucci. His hamstring was bothering him. He only had 11 points. I couldn't get there. They asked. I got a call and say, Jimmy, do you want to play? I was like, I'd go out there and toss a few up there. I definitely would score 6. I got to lay
the glass. Got it.
Lays it up and then called it. The Knicks stink. All my teams. Everybody's signing, and the Yankees. Clay Bellinger. The whole. Who else did they sign?
Yankees have been a little cheap lately, but Bellinger being back helps. It does. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. And today, by the way, in case you video game enthusiasts out there, Aaron Judge will grace the cover of MLB 26. So,
which means he'll be hurt by May 10th.
Well, that's not Madden. That's the Madden curse. I mean, there's no MLB The Show curse yet.
Well, let's talk about the snow day.
Oh, wait, where is that one? Oh, wait. If you're talking about Gooch, man, that's fucking hilarious. Like, you don't understand. That dude would have a kidney stone every third day of the week. He was just like, yeah, well, man, that's
first of all,
a little discomfort right now. I'm like, why? He's like, I just pissed this out of my.
Okay. You can make the argument. The reason why Dave and I now have a wonderful friendship and a show is because of his kidney stone.
That's true. I'm not going to lie. Thank you, kidney stone.
And your attitude in the beginning. Yeah, Jimmy, Chris, I don't know where he is. He's like in the hospital. He's half dying.
We had I don't know if you went. Did you go to that draft party we had at Big Shots in 2021?
Yeah. First one.
So we're doing this live broadcast. We're having this great time. And then Chris just escapes for a couple minutes. He comes back with like one of those ketchup things, the canisters, the little plastic canister with ketchup. And he comes in and he's like shaking. He's like, look what this is. I was like, would you lose a tooth? He goes, no, I just passed this.
Oh my God.
Like that thing's the size of a rock. You're damaged forever. Like that's.
But he had COVID, kidneys. But the worst part is your reluctancy. The way you were like, I'll do the show. Attitude you had.
Turned out to be one of my favorite shows. So one of, not my favorite, one of.
Jimmy and Dave. It's really the Dave Stern Show featuring Jimmy Palumbo. I can't wait to your next reboot. Oh my God! You
know, it's funny. I was trying.
You know what though? You are good occasionally including me in the Instagram posts. I appreciate.
Well, that's funny because I was going to. It's so funny. I was going to post this, and I found the picture. It's like the original Chop Sports Media podcast network. There was 6 of them, and there's only one remaining.
Only one left. Oh, reliable. You know what? I am the Tommy Henrik. Oh God, that's such a funny joke. If you're over 85. My brother just laughed at that. Oh, reliable. Anyway, the snow. First of all, I did top 5 smartest moves ever. I live in this condo complex, and it literally is mayhem when it snows because they don't really have the rules of first they do the streets, then they got to do the individual spots. I looked outside of my car, and I was like, "Holy shit!" there's like at least 9 inches of snow, but it was cold. And so I went out with the broom and I brushed it off, blah, blah, blah. And then I realized my neighbor, who sometimes cooks me stew and food, he's got him and his wife have a car. They're in their 80s. Next thing you know, I'm out there with brushers doing everything. I was so involved with, I was clearing off cars of people I didn't know.
All right. Well,
But,
all right, so,
but thank God I did that, because then I settled down, started to have a couple of margaritas, and I drink the shitty, cheap margaritas with the liquor already in the bottle. White trash, baby. If you're going to be committed to being a jerk,
you are Whiskey Tango 101, my friend. Holy shit.
Yeah, add a little water to it because it's a little too, you gotta
that's so funny you say that, because I actually hit my brother up on Saturday knowing the storm was coming. And I said, hey, Dan, can you recommend like best bang for buck bourbon to me? Like, just because I want to try to, again, that's not me being healthier. That's me just avoiding beer at all the time. Right. So like,
that's why I do it.
So, right. So then like I asked my brother, he's busy or whatever, doesn't get back to me right away. I asked 2 other bourbon enthusiasts. They gave me a bunch of brands to try.
What was the brand? I think Bullet's pretty decent.
Bullet's good, but Bullet's very on the cheap side compared to the other shit. So I said, now keep in mind, I said, Dan, give me the best bang for buck. So what that means is it should be a mid-range price, but also very good. He gives me one. I go to the liquor store. I wanted to buy right. So I want to make sure there's a decent selection. So I go and I look and I'm like, hey, Dan, what part of bang for buck? Not just buck, because this fucking thing was $90. And I'm like, I'm not paying $90 for bourbon. So I got
Bullet is pretty good.
I got not Wolf.
Wolford?
Wood something.
Woodford. That's expensive.
It was like $60. And I was like, this will last me. If you look at the bottle now, we are halfway through the program.
I went through that. During COVID, I was like, bourbon. Like, I'll never drink that whole bottle. Next thing you know, I'm like, oh, I got to go tomorrow and get more. The most depressing thing in the
reserve,
world.
But it's double something, double barrel, double something.
Buffalo Trace is good. We have that up here. The worst thing is when
my brother had pig, whatever it's called, piggy something, pig fucking.
When you're single and you wake up in the morning and you go to put the coffee pot on and you glance over at the bottle of bourbon that you opened up fresh and it's below the label where you start to see it again.
Whistle pig. Thank you, Josh.
Oh my God. I just drank a half a bottle of bourbon last night watching.
And that's another thing. I thought for sure that I'd be like, I don't want, and I told my brother, I was like, I don't want anything listen, he makes a fantastic old fashioned, right? And it was like, it always tastes good. It's great. I was like, I don't have patience for that shit. Just give me something I can drink straight, right? But I'm going to probably put it on ice. And I put it on ice and I'm like, oh, this is okay, right? The next night, I did it neat with nothing. And I'm like, oh, this is so much better. So like, I was very surprised at myself.
Well, yes, I'm usually an ice guy. I like scotch and bourbon on the rocks. It's just a personal choice. But yeah, you got to be careful with how much ice. But then again, when you're on your, you got to watch though. And an old bartender, your legs go. You know that, right? You start getting to that 3rd or 4th bourbon. You wake up to go to. You don't pee as much. So you get up, and next thing you know, you're stepping on miles.
So I decided to not only experiment with bourbon, but also just just add the gummy edible to it.
Oh my dude!
I was on another dimension.
You know what's gonna happen?
Of fucking zinge. The ideas that were coming out of my head. I was texting my boys from the Fight Factory. I'm like, guys, what if we got on a big ass pirate ship? We did War on the Shore on a fucking ship. I was all over the place. They're like, dude, you okay? And I'm like, okay? Yeah, I'm great. I've never been more inspired.
I can see this now. Bourbon. You know what's going to happen? You're going to do that again. And I go, Stella, I got you 2 iPhones. Now, the one iPhone is the newest one. And Miles, I got one for you too, but it's the 2-year-old version. It's the 13.
You fucking cheap shit. Yeah. But yeah, that was my snow. But you mentioned being all involved.
But it snowed a lot, man. Holy
it did. And as hours and hours are going by, I'm like, oh shit. And then around like 6:30 on Sunday, you start hearing a different sound. And I'm like, that's ice, isn't it? That's fucking ice. That's hitting the fucking window. I'm like,
yeah, so you got hit more. Like, we got more than you did now.
We got smoked, right? But here's the thing. And so you were shoveling and dusting people off on Sunday, right? I decided let's wait till the next morning because I want to enjoy my football and my beer, my bourbon. So I didn't get a head start at all, right? But like I go out there the next day and I look outside the window and I start to play like that one song that you hear when Rocky stepped out of the cabin. Right? It's all snow, and I'm like, all right, well here we go, and I start and I'm going. Maybe this is just me being like, I don't know, like I just. if you have a snowblower, which I do not,
You should.
Right. I should definitely invest in one. Should you or should you not? And this is just a question for the fans, right? Question for the listeners. Should you or should you not help thy neighbor?
Yes.
Right. I saw my neighbor, and I like my neighbor. He's a good dude. But on Sunday and Monday morning, I saw him doing it, and he stopped dead in his tracks as soon as he got to my driveway, like to go across. I'm like, come on, man.
You got it. That's your
I was gonna text him like, hey man, I'll throw you some money. Like, so I'm out there shoveling, and then my old neighbor who moved away had a fucking snowblower on the back of his truck. And he's like, hey man, you want me to get you out of that driveway? I'm like, shit, man, that'd be great. Cuts an hour off my whatever.
Right.
Awesome, right? And then I talked to my neighbor who didn't help me, right? And he's like, man, this snowblower's having some trouble through that ice. I'm like, yeah, all right. Okay. I was ready.
Listen, when I became an adult and moved into a house, okay, the guy I bought the house from was moving to like North Carolina, South Carolina, God rest his soul. He gave me a snowblower and he said to me, he goes, hey man, see that snowblower? It looks a little banged up, but it's got like a V6 engine in it. It's a steamship. That thing will go through anything. He goes, only thing is it's unbelievably loud and it stinks. Like the little smoke comes out of it. But he goes, trust me, it's got the wheels, 4-wheel drive. He goes, this thing is a whore. So the first time it snows, I took
drive the whore.
I had a long driveway. I went in. I was doing the street. I was doing my neighbor.
That's kind of what I thought. When my brother bought a ride-on lawnmower, I'm like, I'd be out there fucking doing wheelies and shit. Beer in one hand, doing that. Come on.
Listen, I just got a text from your wife. She said that she actually went out late Sunday and started shoveling some of the snow.
Nope, not this time. Sorry, folks.
I refuse to believe that your wife wasn't.
She's downstairs working right now. I would bring her ass up here right now. But like, did you lift a shovel? You did not. I did. Shout out to all those independent women out there who are always posting like, I don't need no mans. I'm out here shoveling my shit. Like, good for you. I got, all right, I'm gonna make a bold statement here. If you're an adult, past the age of college, let's just say, right? Like 22. If you're an adult and you like snow, you're a jerk off.
Yeah, I agree.
There's no fun about this. You want to take the kids out? Yeah, fine. That's the fun part.
I don't mind the first
house?
one.
Like, no.
You know what it is? I don't mind opening day, snow, everything's excited, but like week 3, it's just a job.
I'm done. And now they're calling for more on Saturday. And I'm like, please.
I can't. If we're still doing this show right after Thanksgiving, we are gonna have.
Wait, you're canceling the show?
we are gonna have your wife on the show, right? Maybe a week before Thanksgiving. And it's gonna be called Who's Doing the Outside Christmas Decoration Show? I just want to hear her point of view. I want to hear how she feels about Johnny, you not getting your fat ass out there and putting the decorations.
I also have to back it up or backtrack a little bit and say, if you are my brother who made, I can't even tell you the astronomical amount of money doing the DPW stuff up in Hasbrook Heights, overtime, make that money, bro. You do your thing. Congratulations.
Sure,
and that's awesome.
Good for him.
So when you see that in the forecast, all you see is green, and you're like, yeah, all right, cool. But again, I saw some person put on their Instagram, like, I just fucking love this weather. It's so calming. And I'm like, you don't drive and you don't leave your fucking house. Don't. There's nothing calming about this shit, by the way.
No, I agree. First of all, you know what's funny too? I guess when you get older, you're like, every time you look outside, you're like, hey, it's been snowing like really hard, like all the time, like. You know what I mean? You're like, this is like real snow here now. It's like, oh my God.
And you have 38. Exactly, Tyson. Thank you very much.
Tyson, I'll go
cat lovers.
Well, I had 3 big auditions on Friday. I had, you know what happened? I did a voiceover audition for a commercial for that I think is going to be Super Bowl. Okay. And I was just an off-screen guy yelling something out into a theater, a cop finding out who parked a Genesis. Oh, I shouldn't even probably say this. Anyway,
it's the genesis of the commercials. There you go.
Probably not allowed to say. But anyway, I had an audition. Listen, all those car companies do it. But all of a sudden they called me in to do, we want to see him on camera as well. And I'm like, of course, since then it has been radio silence.
Shit.
I also had one for a film that shoots up in like Chicago for a couple of days, and a TV show, FBI, And the kick is up, and it is radio silence day here at Shea. Now, it doesn't mean I
must
lost
have tried
the
to kick it in Denver.
As a matter of fact, that's what I was doing a second ago. I was just checking the email because I sent there's nothing worse when you send an agent. Whenever you send the agent, hey, did you hear anything on, that is like loser. You know what? Trust the process. That's what that's like saying.
Well, you have had a fantastic spot for the Super Bowl with Peyton, right? That was a Super Bowl commercial?
No, it wasn't. Not a Super Bowl spot.
Oh, did you ever have a Super Bowl commercial?
Oh, you didn't hear about my Super Bowl commercial? We're gonna do it right now.
I don't know because I'm trying to figure out if you did.
Okay, I'll tell you what happened.
Maybe you told me. I don't know.
All right, here we go. So
138.
I did a voiceover for little known beer company. A lot of people don't know. It's called Budweiser. And remember they used to do the Budweiser. They did all the animals.
The frogs.
The frogs. There was different animals over the years. So next thing you know, Jimmy Palumbo is the voice of the beaver for a Budweiser commercial. Oh. And they shot 4 commercials. They were using 3 of them.
Oh, no.
And of course, you're not going to believe this. So I was like, I had really good odds of a spot, me doing a voice, and maybe forever, like those characters, they do 10, big money here. Turns out Giants made the Super Bowl the same year. And so I was able to go to the game. So I'm at the game. I have a free ticket to Super Bowl because my boy Deej took care of me. I fly down there. My buddy Roger Mayer's pass, the standby. The Giants are in the bowl. They're playing the Ravens. And as soon as I landed, that's when it all went to shit. Why? Couldn't get in touch with Deej. Next thing you know, the ticket fell through. Can you think about? I'm at the Super Bowl event. Now I am nothing more than a local jackass with no ticket drinking.
Where'd they play that Super Bowl? Tampa?
Oh. Tampa.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I get a phone call from my agent. He's like, yeah, Jimmy, I know they said they were doing 3 of the 4, but 1 of the 4 is not going to be used. And you're the 1 out of 4 struck out there. Then the Giants completely got slapped against the Ravens, although that Super Bowl was closer than people.
Sent Kerry Collins right into AA.
Yeah. And then I had to get home, stand by. I 3 days at the airport to get home. I get into LaGuardia, have to take the train, not LaGuardia. I get to Kennedy, take the train to Madison Square Garden. I had $4 single dollar bills to my name. I come in, I get on the train. I forgot to call my parents to pick me up at the train station in Rahway. And this kind of very pretty girl, about 6, 7 years younger than me, who knew me from the Jersey Shore. She's like, Jimmy, how you doing? And I was like, I'm not doing well. She's like, what? She goes,
you really want the truth?
So I told her what happened. She goes, oh my God. She goes, my dad's going to be at the train station. We're like, we'll take you home. I looked at her and said, yeah, I need a ride home. I'm
going to take you up on that.
I want to go home. I was like, she's like, I told her I want to go home to my mother.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
I lost. My brother had to spend like $2,000 for the ticket for me because he felt guilty that he was taking the ticket, the family tickets from my. Oh, it was a nightmare.
All right, so a note to self: don't bring up the Super Bowl commercials during Super Bowl time going forward on the show.
Now I'm waiting for it. Matter of fact, while we're live, I'm going to check it right now. Let's see.
Well, I only ask because as you checked
all I got was I emailed the casting director. That's all I got here.
I just saw yesterday one of my earlier trainers and earlier friends in wrestling turned into a stunt actor. Like he does a lot of stunts now and shit. Like which is fucking awesome. Every time I see a video, that's good money. And every time
if you get in a union, that's big shit.
Well, every time I see a video, I'm like, God damn, like he's either getting like shot in the chest with a shotgun or getting lit on fire. I'm like, dude, this is fucking crazy. And then I just saw him share DJ. I don't know if you know who this is, but DJ Khaled, the big fat fucking little small fat guy, one of the most successful producers. DJs don't understand why. He claims to be the best. But he's doing a Super Bowl commercial against, and he lines up to wrestle somebody, and it just all of a sudden I see my friend pop up and he's the guy and it says Super Bowl commercial. I'm like, oh wow. It's like nice.
That's big time. That's big time. Yeah, those stunt guys, what they do is by the way, they just like what they are? They're really like wrestlers. They just like everybody thinks there's like they don't sometimes they have to just run and fall hard.
I've seen, like I said, he posts a lot of his videos and stuff of like in the training and in the trenches and shit of like what he's learning. And I'm like, God damn, dude. Like somebody, like all of a sudden you're on these harnesses and like you get shot. You're like, you just get pulled fucking 80 miles an hour.
When I did Daredevil, I got to hang out with the stunt guys. And I was like, he goes, yeah, Jimmy, like getting hurt. Like it's real. Like you miss a game. Like you're on a disabled list.
Imagine.
Well, my kitchen is done. And of course,
the
my
part
carpets,
where people say, "Oh, I'm going to change the channel now."
My carpets are filthy. And what does that mean, Dave? What does that mean? Hang on, give Dave a time to. And there it is. Look, I look like I'm 110.
Yeah, well, by the time we're done with this podcast and doing this actual shit, you are going to be 110.
OxyMagicUSA.com. OXYMagicUSA.com. I've already put a call into Tom DeMeo at OxyMagic, and they're going to send me a guy here to do my carpets. They're the best. 1 to 3 hours drying time, really about 3 hours.
So wait. So Jimmy, things worked out? Like it worked out?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
And if we don't, by the way, if we do not hear about OxyMagic USA anymore, you'll know that
they went out and did the wrong thing, and that's called charging Jimmy Palumbo.
Do the right thing. Do the right thing.
That's hilarious.
All right. So OxyMagicUSA.com, OXYMagicUSA.com. A couple of quick things. My daughter got her license. She passed her test. The guy came to the house at like 6 a.m. He drove around for 3 hours, right to the DMV. And
stay off the streets.
Stay off the street. Of course, now, I get a call from Natalie's mother going, just because she has her license doesn't she's not free to she just, once she got her car, she hasn't checked in. She just went to the mall. And I'm like, Nat, when you go, you gotta let us know where you're going.
Yeah, I mean, she's not an adult yet. You know what I mean?
I'm like, oh my God.
Another year, then she doesn't have to tell you shit.
She's got a nicer car than me.
Of course she does.
I'm in third place. I'm 3 games out with 5 to play, but a big doubleheader because of the rain on Friday. I might have to go Saturday and Sunday. But you know what's sad to me? I see my daughter all the time, but a lot of it's in the car, picking her up, taking her to dance. And since she got her license, it's only been 5-6 days, but she doesn't need to be picked up from school. She doesn't need to ride the dance. I don't see my little, so last night I had to drop something.
Natalie, call your father.
When she got her license, I texted her and said, Nat, can you come to the house with your new car? It was like, okay. I'm like, oh my God, starting now.
Here we go.
So then I'm like, I don't get, it really bothers me. I'm not going to see her now as much. Plus, I don't want to, listen, she's 17. She's got a life. I get it. But I'm like, no, you got to check in with, aging veteran here. I'm a little like Aaron Rodgers all of a sudden. It's just but I'm really happy for her. She was nervous about it, the parallel parking. But she did say to me, she goes, Dad, I don't think the guy working at the DMV really was interested in really what I was doing. I think he got one of those guys. Yeah, you started the car? Good. You passed.
Turn your blinker on. Oh, good. You used the blinker. That's good.
I read her the riot act. Nat, don't. Because everybody that fails, usually they roll through the stop sign, which is what all adults do.
I still do that, yeah.
Yes. What else we got here? I got a question. You know how you binge a show and sometimes you watch 3 or 4 in a night, but
Sure.
The show like The Pit, the first season I binged because it came out before I started watching it.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's once a week, like Landman. Some people rather binge a show. You know what? I prefer the once a week. I do. I think
I do too, because once I get too far behind, I don't catch up.
Or what happens is there's an anticipation. There's also an excitement, the new Landman dropped, or the new. I am
on that page.
You agree on that?
It's because like I said, it takes sometimes for you to say did you catch Landman? I'm like, oh shit, all right, so I'll do it that night, right? Because it's only one episode. But if I had this problem. I had this problem for a long time with a lot of series. I took me years to give myself the time to go watch The Sopranos. No bullshit. I was like, dude, I was like, it's fucking 8 seasons deep or whatever. When the hell am I going to catch up with that?
Right.
But then, COVID hits and you catch up on everything.
Again,
but like
the best show
binging
ever
shit for me, I don't really.
The best show ever called The Midwife. I'm so far behind. I'm still 4 seasons behind. Although the other night at late Sunday, snow. Time
Snow's
for a call.
falling.
Time
It's
for the
time
call.
for call
You know
to-
what Call the Midwife is? That's that kicker that comes in 35-yarder. Kick is up, and it is good.
End over
end.
end.
End over end. I still want to know the guy who put the fencing up that says the insurance behind the field goal.
Oh, he's a genius. He's a marketing genius.
I want to know. You know what, Tyson? Tyson, find out who came up with that idea.
Seriously, like that is a gold mine, by the way.
And don't forget. By the way, you're gonna kill me for this. I watched. I'm a tennis fan. I was watching the Australian Open, which because by the way, because it's on late. It's on all the time, right? Because Australia is not on the Earth. It's
it's floating
Mars.
somewhere in space.
Like I think SpaceX is like, we're gonna go to Mars, we're gonna go to Australia, we're gonna go to the moon. Like, why don't SpaceX? They should just launch from Cape Canaveral and say we're gonna try to get to Australia first.
Like
we're gonna land, and then we're gonna
they say down under because it's under the Earth. Actually, it's like it's floating somewhere below.
Like 19-hour flight. I would lose my mind. I would talk about gummies. But you know what I laughed at? Someone was like, "Oh, Sinner, who's the #1 player in the world." They were like, he was cramping up. I went, do you know why he was cramping up? It was 105 degrees with like 80% humidity. Let me tell you something. Now, this ain't you and I jerking around down at Springwood with the rackets going on. This is like 105 degrees. That's like Arizona meets July Edison. That's what that is. That's brutal. Ugh. Oh, my God. Which brings us to Absolute Eyewear Day here at Shea. 42 Main Street, Absolute Eyewear. Craig and Jaber Janine, who is skiing at Big Sky, Montana, with the rest of my family while I'm doing this shitty podcast.
Oh, you know what? Fuck
you know what? With the
quit.
negativity.
I'm done. I'm done. It's over.
You're not done.
I'm done.
I want to be in Big Sky. They're at Yellowstone today, I think. They're visiting the Yellowstone. I'm like,
that's a great line. That's a great line from Major League 1 or 2 or whatever. He's like, then the girl's trying to make Ricky Vaughn feel better. He goes, that home run would have been out of a lot of parks. He goes, name one. He goes, Yellowstone.
That's great. But go to Absolute Eyewear, 42 Main Street. You will not see Janine there. She's skiing and having fun with the entire tailgate from Rutgers is at skiing. And you and I are here.
I had a client the other day tell me about skiing. Like, yeah, I'm going skiing. I'm like, man, that is the one thing I don't think I would ever try. Ever.
Well, you can't do it.
I just feel like my ACL would tear before I even got on the fucking slopes.
No, the hardest thing, I don't know what's harder, golf or trying to learn how to ski as an adult. No, you can't do that.
Exactly.
It's over.
I would rather
teach Miles teach Miles and Stella, so that way if they
I'm not teaching these kids anything more because after seeing the 13-year-old Venezuelan kid sign with the Yankees, I'm like, you're going to hit off the tee every day this spring and figure it out.
You know what you're going to do? You're going to be like, Stella, give me your phone. I'll teach you how to do the Instagram.
Give me your phone. All right. Whatever you say, man.
We are at Shea, but go to Absolute Eyewear. Go check them out and do that stuff. This show is a little discombobulated because we got a new system. I'm on a box now. I can't find the old.
Don't disclose these things. Like there's people. That's the allure of the show.
No, you have.
Again, if you're just catching up, everybody, this is what Jimmy was doing prior to. He was hanging his set, and as I said, Jimmy, we have to go live. It's 1:04. We have to go, and he's like, let me just hang this fucking poster behind me.
And now, those of you scoring at home, a final note here, Shay. It's getting close on February, and the softball season is creeping up slowly but surely. And some of the fans are wondering, will the aging Jimmy Palumbo 706 return to the Mawa Adult Softball League? But something came out on ESPN late last night. Jimmy Palumbo coming in 29 pounds lighter.
All right, so I wasn't gonna fucking fluff your ego or anything like that because I just don't want to do that. But when you first signed on to this, my first thought in my head was like, the fuck is he doing? Like, he looks like he's withering away. What the fuck? Like,
Jimmy
what are you doing over there?
Palumbo that's what pickleball will do to you. Extensive pickleball.
And chasing miracles, and then he went to Dave's supplement store. And
I went to Dave's supplement store. The thing, I'm getting plenty of sleep, 45 minutes a day. That's working out for me. Listen, I did. I'm doing the Artie Lang cocaine diet.
Oh my God, love you, Art.
I talked to Artie the other day. Actually, sounded all right. So who knows? I might. You know what? I may lead the league in stolen bases this year.
Oh, yeah, all right. Let's see if you can leg out a double first before we're talking about stealing bases.
I'll hit the corner of the bag. I'll come in, slide. So that'll be an interesting thing. And plus now, if you go to DraftKings.com, the 5K money is starting to roll in under 31.
I need your brother to just talk you out of this shit at this point. He's the one that runs the marathons and the half marathons. Jimmy, you just fucking hit 706. You're good.
My brother casually ran a half marathon.
Casually, right.
Getting a hernia surgery like 6 weeks ago. If I get a hernia... I got my hernia. I didn't even like. I ate through an IV tube for at least 10 weeks. Oh my God.
Well, that's what I'm realizing. Like for me, I'm like I consider myself, at this point in my life, a tougher human being when I need to be. Right, like if I'm backing up my kids or whatever, just like I can hold my own. My tolerance for pain, not what it used to be.
Yeah. I know.
I dropped a bottle. I was in the shower today. I dropped one of the shampoo bottles on my foot. Holy shit. I saw stars. I'm like, oh man.
The worst is when you catch it on the bed going to pee in the middle of the night. You catch
dude.
You think, remember that bit, Sebastian Maniscalco? It's like, it's off. My toe is severed. It's over.
Well, that reminds me, we're watching, I think we've said this before, I'm watching one of the Cowboys games at home with the family, and Alan Hearns catches the ball across the middle of the field. Somebody drapes over him, snaps his ankle, turns his whole foot around, right? Turns his whole foot around. We're like, family's like, oh my God, this is fucking disgusting. Oh, it's disgusting, right? They go to commercial. I get up and I hit my back of my ankle on the couch. And I literally said in real time, I said, oh my God, there is nothing worse than that. We just watched Alan Hearns' ankle go the other way, and you're gonna fucking bitch and moan about your calf.
By the way, is it when you get up like I used to keep my heat low because I'm on a third floor. My heat's at 87 right now. I literally, it's like.
You want to talk about heat? I just turned mine off. I turned mine off because my bill was $540.
Oh my
That's
God.
why.
Venmo day here
Saturday. I'm lifting up windows and shit to make sure where's the seal, the crack, and then I'm talking to my neighbor who didn't fucking snowplow my shit, and he goes, "You know what you got to do? You got to put plastic on." I'm like, "Yeah." My co-host on my show, the show that he does, he told me that already.
Dude, why don't you, dude? I'm telling you,
I'm an asshole because I'm an asshole.
When it works,
I'd rather freeze.
When it works right, you're gonna like,
Yeah, no, I know, and it works out. You know what's funny? I'm like, now remember, bourbon, football. Not in the best of mood. I'm fine.
You know what?
So I'm sitting there, I'm like, why the fuck? And I'm looking at White House. Why the fuck is it so cold in this house? You know, she goes, you're wearing shorts with no socks. Like, why don't you put some fucking sweatpants on and shut the hell up? And I'm like, all right,
I'm gonna have your wife co-host the show.
Yeah, you do that. She's gonna co-host the show like Monty with Bob Uecker. Not Bob Uecker. Major League, yeah, like he's the best, like dynamite dropping money. Yeah, like she's not.
Well, get your father over to help you with the plastic on it. It works, bro.
Yeah, I got to do something because these bills are. When I opened that bill, I opened it with like one eye, and I was like, "Oh God, please don't be." And I was like,
I didn't even
it's like a fucking third car payment. I'm like, oh my God,
please, the Knicks. We need to talk it over here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was a fine show, a fine program.
Yo, shit, it's 2:20. Okay, Dave's got to go.
Dave's got to go because it's only 9 degrees out, and there's little Stella. If I had an iPhone, Dad, I could.
Yeah. Oh, fine. You know what? End the goddamn show already. Jesus.
I'm gonna buy her an iPhone.
Don't even try it.
Oh yeah, I'll talk. Well, the wife makes it. By the way, it's not your decision. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your wife's gonna come down and say, "Dave, we're getting a cell phone for Stella," and that's over.
Okay. Listen, I got some stroke around here.
No, you don't.
Just a little bit, not a lot, just a little.
You're like, you know what? You're the assistant coach for the special teams coach. You know what your job is?
You know what I said yesterday? I said this yesterday. I sort of, my son wasn't listening. We're trying to get him to bed, like all this other shit, and like I grabbed Miles and I said, I was like, man, come on, hey, listen, you know how like when daddy, when mommy yells at daddy and tells me what to do, I listen. Right? So you got to listen like daddy listens to mommy, right? And he's like, yeah, but in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck am I telling this kid?
Wait,
She's the
he'll
boss.
have an iPhone too. She's the boss. All right, kids.
All right.
That'll do it here from the Omni.
Good night,
Another
everybody.
fine program with lights in my eyes. I'll fix that.
We'll fix that.
All right.
Or go to a studio. I don't know. Could be me. Would it be me?
With a very special guest, Dave.
Of course.